And this is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio at the Maritime College in the Bronx, New York. Had a chance to be at the Senior Awards Banquet, give out an award. I have a chance to talk with the president of the college, and that is Rear Admiral Michael Alfultis. And Admiral, a very proud night for you, night before graduation. A lot of your outstanding seniors receiving awards tonight. What was the night like for you?
I'd say it was a very emotional night for me. Many of these students I've gotten to know very well over the past couple of years. These are the ones that are very involved in the campus. I see them every day, get to know them quite well. So it's kind of a bittersweet moment for me. I'm very proud of them, but I also know tomorrow I'm going to have to see them say goodbye to them. So it's a very emotional day for me.
Absolutely, and you talked a little bit about how busy the campus is from 5:30 in the morning until late at night with activities, physical training, classes, military training. What is just a day like for you here at the Maritime College?
Well, our students have a very challenging schedule because they have their academic loads. They also have all the requirements for their Coast Guard license. They have all the regimental responsibilities. So yes, they get up very early in the morning. Many have physical PT, physical training in the morning. They go to breakfast. They go to classes all day. They typically have some sort of regimental responsibility in the afternoon. They do classes all night. And study all night. But really, it's also the year-to-year schedule is very challenging for them because they're in classes fall semester, spring semester. Then they get ready to go on the traineeship for the summer. They're gone for 3 months during the summertime, and they come right back to start classes again. So it's a very rigorous schedule from day to day, week to week, month to month.
If you would just describe some of the academic majors here at State University of New York Maritime.
We have a combination of both programs that lead to a Coast Guard license, either a third mate license or a third engineer license, and we also have programs here that do not lead to a license, our non-licensed programs. So we have 5 engineering programs: electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, facilities engineering, naval architecture, marine engineering, and all of those you can choose between a licensed program or a non-licensed program. We also have maritime studies, marine environmental science, marine transportation, and marine operations.
That's terrific, and one of the unique aspects, and you kind of hinted at it, is some of the cadets get a chance to sail to across the Atlantic in the summertime on the Empire State, the ship that many of us see right off the campus when we go over the Throggs Neck Bridge. Tell us a little bit about the opportunity the cadets have to sail on an actual merchant vessel.
Yeah, so the Empire State 6 is a 650-foot long training ship, and really the cadets operate every aspect of the ship, from the engine room to the bridge to things like waste management, believe it or not, all the utilities. Every aspect of the ship is completely run by the cadets and managed by the cadets. The officers and crew, of course, make sure they do their job safely, but really the ship is operated by the cadets themselves. Tremendous amount of responsibility, tremendous amount of trust we invest in them, and they really step up with that kind of responsibility we give them. This summer, they're going to be going down to Norfolk, Virginia. Then they're going to head over to Trieste, Italy. Then they're going to go to Dublin, Ireland. Then to Barcelona, Spain. Then to Malta. And then back to the United States. So it's really a life-changing experience for them, and to be able to go overseas to Europe and see these kind of ports and experience the kind of culture they get to experience over in Europe.
What an experience. Now, if you could just mention some of the occupations that your graduates go on to. I know we saw a number of your cadets in commission in the United States Navy today. What are some of the occupations that your graduates go to?
So this afternoon we commissioned 24 students into the either Navy or Navy Reserve. We also have our students that get their Coast Guard license, either the third mate's license or the third engineer license. They will go on everything from a deep sea international U.S. flag vessel to tugs and barges, to ferries, to they may go on to become pilots and be one of the pilots on board ships that bring ships in and out of port safely. They could also go in the shore-based part of the industry, whether it be chartering, brokering, port operations. So pretty much any aspect of the maritime industry you'll find our students working.
Absolutely, and if you would, just if you could describe a couple of highlights of your career of service in the United States Coast Guard.
Sure. I would say my first tour of duty was out on Guam. I was on a Coast Guard buoy tender on Guam that serviced all the aids of navigation, the entire Western Pacific. So I myself got to see, lots of interesting ports from the Eastern Carolina Islands, the Northern Marianas Islands, to the Philippines, That was a great tour duty for me for 3 years. I then went to graduate school in oceanography. After graduate school, I went to the International Ice Patrol. Since the sinking of the Titanic, the U.S. Coast Guard is responsible for maintaining all surveillance of all iceberg activity in the North Atlantic and warning shipping of the extent of the iceberg threat. I did that for a couple years, and then I was actually selected to be part of the permanent military teaching faculty of the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, where I taught marine science and oceanography for 21 years before I retired.
Wow, I didn't know that the Coast Guard tracked the icebergs in the North Atlantic, a very important role. Rear Admiral Michael Alfultis, President of Maritime College, thank you so much. We appreciate being part of your award program tonight, and thank you for your service from all of us at the American Legion.
Well, thank you to the American Legion for your support of our students here and for the award you gave out tonight. We really appreciate you being here tonight with us. Thank you very much.
Our pleasure. This is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio at the Maritime College in Bronx, New York.